Hey everyone, it's Jamie from IndependenceStNola and Seasons and Ritual, and I'm here with my good friend Helen, the Crimson Cadaverous.
Really?
And once again, we are on location, or at least I'm on
Yes,
location, yes.
yes.
And
Well,
Helen,
I am in a location, so
that
yeah,
is true, holding
yeah.
it down
Yeah,
in
I'm
the
here in
sweet
New
streets of
Orleans.
New Orleans. Thank you
Yeah,
so much. And I'm just hanging out in Alabama.
yeah.
I
Somehow still in the same time zone
I know, I was laughing when you said
though.
that.
I for some
Um,
reason I was like, oh yeah, I guess that is the same time zone.
yeah, that's all right. Well, Mercury retrograde, buddy.
Yep. Welcome to the midpoint. Basically, we had that midpoint. What day was it? Whatever day it was when we had the Mercury Sun conjunction. I think that was Saturday. So
Thank God. It's
yes,
like you said, well, it's kind of kicking my ass and it's kicking my ass in weird ways.
yes. Yeah,
Um,
I keep trying to tell myself I'm fine, and then all
right.
these like weird little errors come up, and I'm like, oh,
Uh,
okay,
Mercury,
I can slow
Mercury
down.
retrograde.
It's just reminding us to slow down and pay attention to the details.
It is, and you know what else it's reminding me? It's reminding me to think of like the bigger picture
Yes,
and
yeah,
like
definitely.
remember like other people have schedules or other people have lives, other people have plans.
Yeah, it's just giving
Um,
us perspective.
yeah, for sure. Not necessarily because I don't know that, but because the way people are talking to me, I'm like, well, because I thought this was going to get done in a certain time frame, and then people were getting back with me like 6 hours later, and I'm
Yeah,
like, yes,
yep. It's all taking longer than it seems like it should.
yes, and then I was like, well, it's on me. I should have
Yep.
thought maybe they would think they had all day.
Yeah, that's true.
So then I'm like, Mercury retrograde. I'm not thinking this through.
Yep, we gotta factor that in right now, definitely.
How did that full moon in Cancer?
Well, I definitely felt 31 flavors of feelings, but they were all, let's just call them wonderful feelings, because of course the root of that word is wonder. So we're still wondering a little bit on them, but
Everyone I met the last couple days, like Thursday and Friday, like especially Thursday, everybody was crying.
oh yeah, yeah, that's what we do during the Cancer moon. If you're not
Yeah.
crying, it's not the moon in Cancer.
And so I felt like there's other moons that literally will just gut punch me. This one wasn't too bad for me, but
No, no, it wasn't too much that. It was just a lot of feelings.
yeah, feeling better.
Yeah, I think so. And I think it definitely feels like something's kind of moving off that I think we just had to feel our way through.
Yep, I agree. I agree. So let's talk about this week coming up.
Yeah, very exciting. It's the bringing the warrior energy.
I'm ready, baby. I say
Yeah.
that and we'll see.
Yeah.
Okay. I was trying not to do an awkward pause, but I was
Oh,
waiting.
boom.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys, this is the week of 1/9 to 1/15 that we're going into. Monday we'll have the moon in Leo.
Yes.
And on that same day, we have Venus in Aquarius, because as you guys remember, Venus entered Aquarius at the beginning of the month,
Hmm.
and it will be trining Mars in Gemini. And as you always tell us, a trine is 60 degrees.
Trine, so that's a sextile. So a trine is 120, so double that. So 4 signs away.
Okay, so Venus in Aquarius will be trining Mars in Gemini, which is 120 degrees apart.
Yep, very harmonious aspect. They're in the same sign, so it's like they're on the same like level that way elementally. So we have both of those in air signs.
Right.
So very discerning intellectual energy that we're working with.
So you have Venus in Aquarius, who is the fixed air.
Yep. And so
And you,
we've got both the divine feminine and the divine masculine planets, of course, our yin and our yang.
yep.
And they've got a very balanced energy here with that trine.
Hmm.
And so, if there's anything that we've kind of been balancing out between that like nurturing, loving side versus like that power, action side, drive, if we've had trouble finding balance, this is going to be a good day to kind of find that balance within ourselves.
And also, you guys, it's a good day, especially if this Cancer full moon was making you feel very emotional
Yes.
because both these signs are in signs of logic for
Yes.
so it's good. It's a good rebalancing.
Yep. Yep.
Okay,
Very concerning, very logical.
so then Tuesday, the moon in Leo will move into Virgo.
Yep.
And so Virgo is the resolver,
Yep. Very grounded, earthy energy.
which will also again be a nice, is it respite? Respite? Is that the like a nice
I never know how to say
breather?
that.
Okay.
Respite. Yeah, I think that's right.
Okay. I would say you could correct us, but who's watching? Okay. Wednesday, the moon in Virgo. So
Yeah.
Wednesday's a big day. We've been talking about this day for at least 2 weeks.
Yes, you and I have been
Yeah.
definitely.
Yes. So Wednesday,
It's
oh, go ahead.
it's
Sorry.
kind of starting off something really fun that we got going on this week. That kind of, like I said, that warrior energy coming in, where the very outer dwarf planet. I think we've settled on the fact that she's a dwarf planet.
Okay, not
Eris,
an asteroid.
not an asteroid. I think I don't have my notes. I
I
wrote that
know. It doesn't
today. So
matter.
all these planets, they keep like all these like outer planets and stuff like that. They keep deciding, is it a dwarf planet? Is it a centaur? Is it an asteroid? It's like, it's that, kind of quasi planety thing.
Right.
Eris, who of course is named for the goddess of discord and strife,
Yep.
is stationing direct on Wednesday.
I can't. I'm stoked.
I'm so excited because I think, she's a really exciting energy. I think the more that I delve into her, the more I realize she's misunderstood.
Yeah,
And
I
that
agree.
she's an energy that if we all learn to tap into, we can be very powerful.
Yep. And so she is stationing direct.
Mm-hmm.
Um, which is also interesting to me because of that moon in Virgo is the same day she stations direct.
Yep, that moon in Virgo that just happens to be squaring her brother Mars.
And so when those squares are there, we do sometimes feel tension.
Yeah.
And remember, you guys, well, Mars is getting ready to station direct as well. We can
Yeah.
just spoiler alert.
Yeah. Sorry.
But Virgo wants to resolve things. So it's interesting. Like our intuition will be thinking about how can we resolve things the same time that Eris, the planet of discord or dwarf planet, I don't know. Anyway, of discord, turns direct, right? And she's in Aries, and Aries is cardinal.
Yep.
Virgo
Mars sign. Yep.
is Virgo cardinal too?
Virgo is a mutable sign.
Mutable sign. Don't listen. Okay. So, well, that's actually probably saving us, actually, that it's mutable. It's probably taking some of that edge off.
Oh, definitely. And it's interesting because on that same day, the moon has that beautiful, not quite exact, but grand Earth trine-ish energy going on between Mercury and Capricorn and the North Node and Uranus and Taurus. So we do have some grounding in energy while, we've got our goddess of discord kind of moving forward with things.
And I think that she likes it like that. I think she wants us to be grounded. I don't think she wants to be taken seriously. And you ground this in, and so she's starting something. I mean, what are the odds that she's in Aries when she stations direct?
Yeah, I mean, well, it's interesting because she's actually been in Aries for a really long time.
Mm-hmm.
She's more than just a generational planet. She has been in Aries, I think, since like the 1920s. And she's going to be in Aries until the 2040s, I believe. So like another 20 years or so. So more than like a lifetime.
So she doesn't move fast.
No, she does not move very fast at all. She has a very like interesting, erratic
orbit.
Orbit, yes. So she kind of just does her own thing, to be perfectly honest. Eris just kind of does her own thing. She doesn't really need anybody else to tell her what to do. She's kind of gotten over trying to figure out what anybody else wants her to do because nobody invites her to anything anyway. So she's like, well, I'm going to go off in, far reaches of the solar system, do whatever I want.
Eris,
do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you for you being you.
Yep, exactly. And she reminds us all that we can be as authentic as we want to be, and we should be as authentic as we can be.
Yes. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. So do you have anything else you'd like to add to Wednesday?
Only thing I'd like to mention is we do have Venus and Aquarius forming a square with the North Node, which I
Mhm.
think is significant because we do have this like kind of Venus Mars energy that we're balancing throughout the week. And I think
Uh,
that square with the North Node is just helping us feel right with our Venus energy.
and remember, you guys, North Node is in Taurus right now. It's been
Yes.
there for a hot minute, but it's it's still there. Okay, so Thursday, another huge day.
Yep.
Honestly, like because it goes Wednesday, Thursday, I feel like this is all going to be kind of like feeling this all at the same time.
Yes.
Okay, and what I'm talking about is on Thursday, Mars will station direct in Gemini. Um,
Yes.
the moon, which this is what's interesting to me, the moon is in Virgo,
Yep.
but then it moves into Libra,
Yes.
who wants balance.
Yes. And
And then,
again, Libra is a Venus ruled sign, and
right,
we've got Mars stationing direct. Again, I think they're the two stars of this week. I really do.
I agree with you. I definitely think this masculine, divine masculine energy and divine feminine energy is really going to shine because I really feel like we're going to see the toxic and masculine come out in other ways. Toxic masculinity and toxic femininity. Okay. I do feel like we're going to see them on display in other ways. So it's important for us to really dive into the fact that our masculine and feminine work in tandem to move us
Mhm.
forward.
Yep. And I think this week we're going to be reminded of that, or I should say that energy is on offer for us to be reminded of that. And it's up for us to basically take the call that we're trusting our intuition that we really can balance that versus listening to kind of that 3D energy that's going to be like kind of the squabbling, that empty energy that's kind of trying to keep us in the old paradigm, which we know we don't need to be there.
No, and I think that that Eris energy, that discord, is going to move us into this more prominent energy. It's going to show that we have to have our divine selves working in tandem in order to move forward.
I agree. And I think what's really interesting is the next day. I'm sorry, I'm flipping forward with
Go
us.
for it.
But the next day, Friday the 13th, we have Juno, who is also Hera in, is that Juno in Roman and then
Yep.
Hera in Greek? Am I
Yep.
correct in that? Okay, so Juno, which is the asteroid of partnerships and commitment, is entering Aries. So starting a whole new cycle with the zodiac. And Aries, of course, associated with Mars and the warrior. And to me, that's like committing to the warrior within. That's that energy there. So we just keep pulling out this warrior energy. But at the same time, Juno is, of course, attached to the divine feminine.
Yep.
So it's like almost like the warrior woman energy more that we're pulling out there.
Yeah. Whether you saw that the spiritual warrior. Also, I think this is showing because I know I've said this a billion times if you guys listen to me through over the couple of years, but Mars and Aries went through a huge transformation, which to me signaled in this divine masculine energy.
Yes.
And in Juno slash Hera, who is entering Aries, where Eris is, and we talked about this maybe last week or the week before, but Eris threw the golden apple. Remember?
Yes.
And it said to the fairest, and Hera was the one of the ones saying, well, this is for me, I'm the fairest.
Yeah, she was one of them.
I think her entering into this is showing her upgrade, showing
Yeah.
how she's become divine and she's losing that toxic, you know,
Right. That she's losing the need for codependency, honestly.
yeah, the
And
jealousy.
yeah, I think that's great because that's what we all kind of need to lose because it's
Yeah,
not helping us. It's kind of that the change that we give to ourselves.
I agree. So this is going to be a big week. Also, Friday the 13th,
Yep.
13, lucky 13.
Yep. I
Um,
think it's a great lucky day.
13 became a number that was unlucky because women have 13 periods a year.
Yep. 13 moon cycles. Yeah. All
Yep.
that.
And so the divine feminine is showing up
Oh,
in a big way
yep.
this week.
It's just, it's definitely a week for balancing that out. Very
Yeah.
much.
Because that masculine energy is right there with her.
Yep.
So Saturday, moon's still in Libra. Friday, moon is in Libra, everyone. That's that
Yep.
balance. Saturday, moon in Libra.
Mm-hmm. So
Okay.
Saturday, the moon is in Libra and squaring the sun in Capricorn. So we've got the last quarter moon, so a cardinal moon. So cardinal signs move us forward. Last quarter means that we are releasing something. So quarter moons are action moons. Last quarter, of course, is when the moon is waning. So we're releasing. So taking action towards releasing something. And in this case, we are having that Venus Mars energy that we're balancing all week. What is keeping us from balancing?
Yeah.
And that's maybe what we need to take action on releasing.
Yep. That Venus in Aquarius, you guys, my natal Venus is in Aquarius. So, I always feel like, and this is just me. Sorry, I'm moving around the world.
Gotta do it.
But I feel like it's always like, how can the feminine energy show up and make things better, but think about them differently. Think about them in a bigger range, and just like no, there's always another way, or a better way, or a different way that we can do things, or listen to figure new things out. Because Venus in Aquarius, she's there till the end of the month, is that correct?
She is. I want to say the 28th when she moves into Pisces. That sounds, don't quote me on that.
I know.
But sometime around that. Actually, I've got my notes right now. Let me just tell you.
Thank you. Sorry to put you on the spot. I don't know. That's why.
Entered Pisces on Thursday, the 26th of January. So I'm glad I left.
Thank you. Yeah. I just put you on the spot because I know you got your notes. That's
all right. I got my notes. And it's interesting you mentioned Venus in Aquarius, because that is the same day that Venus in Aquarius squares Uranus, which of course is the ruler of Aquarius.
Yep.
And I think again, we're coming to a new place of understanding of our feminine energy. And it's kind of, can I say it, a shit or get off the pot moment, like really being true to ourselves and our feminine energy, and balancing that with this masculine energy that, we're also understanding.
Yeah, I think so too. And squaring Uranus in Taurus. Taurus is ruled by Venus.
Wow. Does that mean that means they're in mutual reception then, right? Let me think about that. Venus in Uranus's sign, and then Uranus in Venus's sign. Yep, they're in mutual reception. So Venus is squaring Uranus, which usually is a challenging aspect. Not saying it won't, there will still be a challenge there.
Right.
But with them in mutual reception, to me, it's a challenge that feels natural. It's a challenge that's going to feel like this is the challenge I need to be taking.
Right. In order to better ourselves.
Yep. And again, like I say it with love, but a shit or get off the pot. Like, all right, are we ready to level up?
And honestly, you guys, it's important to remember that Uranus represents the cosmos. So if you need an answer or some sort of clarity, ask the cosmos. I need a new answer. I need a new way of thinking about this. I need a new way to speak about this. Mercury is in retrograde. I can't keep saying the same shit over and over.
Oh, yeah. And I think that's, we're going to get a lot of clarity in that moment. And you're right. We have to ask for it. But when we ask for it, we're going to get it.
And I was going to just say again, like that feminine energy helps make better. I don't think that's correct English. What's right in front of us. So
yeah, I agree. And I think, it's interesting because you talked about Virgo earlier being the resolver. It's almost like that kind of energy, like making something making something better.
Right. Because I'm sorry, I keep moving around.
It's okay.
Okay, thanks. Because Aquarius is fixed air and Taurus is fixed earth. So
Yeah.
this is a huge shift with these fixed signs. This is a huge incoming energy with these fixed signs. So Friday the 13th is going to be a big day. And
Yeah.
also, you guys know when these big energies and these big shifts come in, a lot of emotions with them, whether it was masculine signs or not, or feminine signs. But no, like it's going to keep coming in. It's not like a one and done on Friday.
Yeah. Oh,
Like,
we're talking about Saturday now, but kind of Friday, Saturday energy.
oh, sorry.
That's all
Um,
right. They are, you were right though. I feel like this energy is just kind of like progressing throughout the week.
yeah.
There's not really many lines between the days.
But yes, and so, but the point I am trying to make, and I got the days wrong, is that when we talk about astrology, I really feel like people think I missed it. It's one and done on this day. We're just like waiting for it to come in. And it is an energy. You're going to start receiving things a little before, a little after, or just
Yeah.
whenever. So just know that. Like,
Yeah. It's a general energy that we're sitting in during this present time. Essentially, it's not like at 8:59, this is exactly when you have to do this, and if you don't, you'll never have that opportunity again.
yeah. And I know because I sort of felt like that when I was working with astrology or listening to astrology,
Oh,
astrologers.
I think we all go through that, from time to time, feeling like that, where it's like, oh, we got it, full moon's peaking at this time, and that's exactly when I have to light the candle for my ritual, or else, I'm not going to manifest everything.
I'm
Or
screwed. Yeah.
yeah, and it's like,
Um,
then we realize, oh shit, I can, do that ritual like 5 days later, and it's still fine.
yeah, because it's energy,
Yeah,
Mhm.
and it's all about putting the intention out that
Right.
we want to use that energy, basically.
And this is a really good week to put that intention out to get these divine masculine and feminine sides moving. And it's also a good time to put out the intention that if your divine feminine isn't good, I don't know, like if it's still hurt or damaged, this is a good week to work on it. And the same
Yeah.
with your divine masculine. If
Yeah.
it isn't healed, I guess healed is the right word. This is a good week to work on it. And you know what? I'm gonna write on that. So I'll write on it or make another little video about
Yeah.
that. Okay. Okay, so then we're to Sunday. And this is what's so funny about Sunday. The moon is in Libra, which is this balance, and then it moves into Scorpio. So we're
Yep.
just all gonna start crying again, is what you're telling me.
Kind of, yeah. But also interesting thing that also with that moon in Libra is Venus ruled.
Yes. Yeah.
Moon in Scorpio. So Scorpio ancient ruler was Mars before Pluto was discovered.
Oh,
So again, Venus, Mars energy, and we're balancing it out again because Libra likes balance.
yep.
Um, but it's funny because I want to mention also
Hmm.
we have a square from Pluto on that day with the moon. And Pluto is Mars's brother as well. So it's
Right.
like Pluto's kind of coming into that. Mars, Pluto and Eris, excuse me, are all siblings. So we really just kind of have this like almost like sibling energy of that warrior power energy coming through.
Do you think too, it's like this sounds like super, but like us against the world in a sense, in order to like move the world forward. Like us in a,
A little bit.
you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, kind of
in,
like not necessarily in a bad way, but us
no,
realizing almost not so much us against the world, but that no one's going to come save us, but we don't need them to.
right. Yeah, like us, maybe like we are the world. I don't know.
Yes. Yeah, yeah, it's definitely like that kind of like we have it all within ourselves. Just like the idea of like as above, so below,
Hmm.
the microcosm,
Yeah.
I can never say that word.
It's
I
like,
don't know what to say. But that idea behind that I think exists in we keep looking for all these things outside of ourselves to save us, all those things. We have that all within ourselves. So like we
mhm.
don't need it's not so much us against the world as us we are the world for ourselves. So we need to start claiming that and saying we can take care of things for ourselves. We don't need someone else to do it for us.
Yeah, and or like we can save the world.
Yeah, yeah, that too.
Also, what's interesting is that Moon in Scorpio, and you said Scorpio's ancient ruler was Mars.
Yes.
Okay, and then it's squaring Pluto, who is in Capricorn,
Yep. And
but
that's Scorpio's
Scorpio's
modern ruler.
modern ruler is Pluto. So that's a lot of transmutation.
Yeah, that definitely is. That's definitely moving in energy of where Mars was just like power and action to moving, not just power and action, but like the power to move something through you and change it into something else that's at a higher level, I guess you would say.
Yep, because Scorpio is fixed water. So we have on Saturday Venus and Aquarius. Aquarius is fixed air, squaring, which you said now mutual reception though, that Uranus and Taurus. So
Yes.
at the end of the week, we are working with fixed air, fixed earth, and fixed water.
Yeah.
So things are shifting, you guys, and this is such a big week.
It really
Um,
is. And like, I'm literally like turning the page and looking at the week next. You ain't seen
ooh,
nothing yet. You think
yeah.
this one's big.
Oh, right, right. We'll
Wait
talk
till
about it. Okay,
But I
well,
mean, I think the overall theme is we're getting balanced so that we can move forward, with
yeah,
something new, fresh, and authentic to ourselves.
right. And you guys set those intentions. Set those intentions that things can be new, things that can be fresh,
Mhm.
and
Yep. We
we
can
can
move forward with the new paradigm.
we can move on with this. Did you say move in with the new paradigm?
Like I said, move forward with the new paradigm.
Move forward with the new paradigm.
If
Okay,
we
yes.
want to move in with the new paradigm, we could probably do that too, but we might want to take it on a couple dates first.
Okay, well, they split the rent. That's all I need to know. If they,
Ah, yes. As long as they'll split the rent and, take the energy bill, take half of that, I think we'll probably be okay.
that is so fun. In my mind, I'm thinking about all these planets moving in and being be like, Mars, it's hot in here. Come on.
Maybe that's the sitcom we need to write, is all the
Yeah.
planets moving together.
Yeah.
It's like the real world, the
Yeah.
real universe.
I think that's hilarious.
Oh, we're gonna talk about that later. To be
Okay,
continued.
so sounds good. I'm ready.
Yeah.
Um, okay, you guys, it's a big week. Set those intentions to get that to start healing, even if it's just to start healing your divine masculine and feminine, and start, even if
Yes.
that sounds like so if like foreign, like what does that even mean? Put the
Commit
question out
to,
there. What does that mean?
commit to being your own warrior, definitely. That's
Yeah,
what we're doing this week.
yeah, what does it mean to you? What does it mean to be a spiritual warrior? You know, ask those questions to the universe. You can journal, you can just ask and then see what comes in, and then ask yourself, do I agree with that? Do I believe in this? So big week.
Yes, very big. Take deep breaths.
Yes, drink
Make good
lots of
choices
water.
for who you are.
Yep, go for walks if you can.
Yeah.
But yeah, deep breaths, water. I don't know, were you gonna say something else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. If you guys have any questions, you can always reach out to us via Instagram or our YouTubes. Um, I was gonna say, if you're, I don't know, what else should we say to wrap this up?
I don't know. Have a good week.
Have a good week. Welcome to your new inner warrior.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, you guys, thank you so much. We'll see you next week, if not sooner.
Bye.
Bye.